Paktika province on the border with Pakistan is one of the main hubs for the Hakani insurgent network. Pakistan was recently accused of supporting this group to attack American targets inside Afghanistan, something the country strongly denies. What's clear, though, is that insurgents, whether aided by the authorities or not, do operate from inside this often lawless area of Pakistan. 4 kilometres from the border lies an American base known as Fob Tillman. The soldiers who live out here rarely encounter IEDs or improvised explosive devices. It's rockets which cause them problems. Generally, they come from either the north or the southeast. Sometimes rockets are fired from the Pakistan side of the border. One of the soldiers caught a rocket attack on camera while filming his pet lizard.
Oh shit! Incoming!
Coming!
Call it!
Incoming!
The rocket just missed the base, nearly hitting an Afghan compound.
We get rockets from over the border. We also get rockets from very close to the border. And there are a great many inferences that you can draw from that.
That sound is the alarm which goes off every time this base takes incoming. So far this morning I've counted 10 different explosions from rockets impacting mainly around the perimeter of the base.
This is pretty normal. If it had directly hit one of the buildings, it would have caused more damage to the structure, and I'm not sure how much of our equipment it actually damaged, but that doesn't look like too much.
It's frustrating because, one, you can't see them. You come here, and a fair fight would be man to man. You see the guy, he sees you, and the best guy wins. You're just fighting blind. You're not able to touch or see your enemy, so. It's like playing Battleship.
This footage, taken on the day of that attack, shows rockets being fired from a site referred to as OP4, an area where the Americans used to have a presence, but the previous unit was spread so thinly they pulled out. It's 1 kilometre from the Pakistan border. The return fire creates a secondary explosion, likely a direct hit on an arsenal of weapons. Total count for that day was 16 rockets, twice beating the daily record for this base.
Well, usually when something like that happens, it's to cover up for something else or to get our attention someplace else so that they can do anything from resupplying other rocket positions to moving people from one place to another. Since we have different assets that can sort of observe our surroundings in our area, they try to get us looking in one direction so we don't notice something happening in another.
Fob Tillman was built just after the fall of the Taliban. It was strategically placed to disrupt insurgent activity.
Fob Tillman sits on one of the easiest ways from North Waziristan, Pakistan, into the interior of Paktika province. Because we are here, it causes the insurgents to have to move around us. It causes them to have to find little trails through the mountains to carry what they want to bring into Afghanistan on the backs of donkeys as opposed to in the backs of trucks.
One soldier on this camp they call Rocket Magnet. 3 times he's had near misses. Recently a rocket impacted on his bed while he was sleeping.
Waking up, my room was wrecked, and I was really groggy and disoriented. I stood up, and the bed that I was actually laying on, the end of it was blown off, and apparently, from what I was told, is that there's actually holes through the mattress.
This is pretty much what it does. So pretty much the full warhead that you see right here, half that goes, more than half of it goes everywhere. So it's pretty deadly, pretty ruthless. There's multiple places on the base where it's exploded, hit the ground, and it mushrooms out and sprays everywhere with shrapnel.
What they'll do is they'll shoot. They'll either set up what we think are rails, or they'll drive up on a truck, shoot a few rockets, and then just break contact back into Pakistan.
In the distance is a Pakistan checkpoint. Americans, Afghans and Pakistanis work together in centres along the border, sharing intelligence on insurgents. The recent finger-pointing at Pakistan hasn't been good for office relations.
I think when you get to the ground level where you're looking across the border at the Afghan and Pakistan forces facing each other, trying to cooperate and attack the enemy, which is the insurgency, then that kind of public bantering back and forth makes it difficult for us, because it creates a sense of, well, can I trust these guys? Are they really trying to help us out?
The soldiers don't get too involved in the politics. They're too busy planning operations to take out the enemy who's firing at them. Mel Preen in Paktika, Afghanistan for the NATO channel.